most I got wonderful players. Our Liberian people, we choose success. Our Liberian people, we choose success.
Success. Our Liberian people, we choose success. Wherever you play, wherever you go, the Liberian people, we choose victory, victory, victory. Give us victory. Lusa give us victory. Lusa give us victory. Kaya Pepe. Kaya Pepe, Kaya Pepe, Kaya Pepe, Kaya Pepe, Kaya Pepe, Kaya Pepe, Kaya Pepe. To be a triple champion. I play more soccer, please play more soccer to be a triple champion.
Shine yellow boys, 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 shine yellow boys.
When we go on internet, I must know when soccer comes to order, Liberian Darling Club, yeah. Liberian Golden Boys, yeah. Liberian Golden Boys, yeah. Liberian Yellow Boys, yeah. Liberian Darling Club, yeah. Liberian Golden Boys, yeah. Liberian Yellow Boys, yeah. AK for me.
Yeah. Invite your friend because the discussion tonight with Obed Obed is going to be quite more interesting. We are going to talk about Guinea situation as well. We are going to dive into Liberian situation. How best does the situation affect Liberia? Is that a caveat for the President George Manawia? Is that a caveat? Keep to. And also, we should not forget to get our burden, our Lone Star team. Our Lone Star team, they defeated the other country today, Central Africa. So let us be able to clap for our boys because they did it for us. Yes. Our boys then did it for us. So let us be able to cheer them. You know, Obed having a military experience. Obed, he having the military experience. So the brother will be diving through us tonight. Will be giving us a political advice on how best. And we'll be diving into the CP as well. With the two candidates remain, who can better serve? Obed will be giving us a cryptocratic analysis tonight. Let me hold you there. The former president of Guinea, Alpha Conde, he is now being called a former president. I will repeat that. Alpha Conde had now been called a former president. Alpha Conde. He effectively today. And you know, when I monitor the news yesterday, I was sitting monitoring the news. The guy that took over Mamadi that took over from last night from Alpha Conde, he
like a first victory. Looks like a first victory. Looks like a first victory.
Mamadi Doumbouya. Doumbouya is his name. You know, African, we don't learn. And I am saying it was best suited. Mamadi Doumbouya is best suited for the job. That is my analysis. Because I was sitting down yesterday, Mamadi Doumbouya, he never said that he was in complete control. He never said that. As soon as they have the president arrested, up to yesterday 5 o'clock Guinean time, Mamadi Doumbouya never uttered to say that he is now the president of the Republic of Guinea. All the brothers said that the Guineans should be kind. Alpha Conde, the army should join him. Now, there is a difference between the special forces. There is a difference between the special forces There is a difference between the special forces there is a difference between the special forces and the Guinean army. So the brother said, everybody should be kind. It was today, a power. It was today that Mr. Mamadi Doumbouya announced that he is in full control of the government. In fact, the brother dissolved the government. He suspended the constitutions. Then he asked every cabinet ministers, down to all the ministers, to report today at 11 o'clock. Any minister failure for you to report, then you are against it. And you know, the poor man, they don't want bloodshed, or that will be bringing a claim wherein 50 men was killed. 50 men. But I only two there about it at the show. 50 men were killed in the heavy gun fire that took place. Now, what is the reason behind all this? As you may be aware, Alpha Conde, who was the president of Guinea, our leader Henry Pedro Costa, I salute you, sir. Alpha Conde, who was the president of Guinea, the man breached the constitution to go for third term. They see Mamadi Doumbouya advised him, and he failed to listen. He in fact changed the man. He changed it. The man was the special aide. It was Alpha Conde that brought Mamadi Doumbouya. It was Alpha Conde that brought Mamadi Doumbouya to Guinea in 2018. 2018 was the brother came from France. Mamadi Doumbouya married a French citizen, and he having 3 children by the French lady. The man married pure white lady. The man came. The man was the one that when it was raining, when the rain is falling, that was the guy that was holding the umbrella of the Guinean president, guiding him to full-fledged. Now he had been this guy budget. The president told him to recruit. Alpha Conde told him to recruit 400 men. The Ghana there are 400. The Ghana that talk about 400 men. So they are not equivalent to the Guinea army. But in fact, so far, the Ghana they are well armed. So the thing that happened, it should not be surprising to anybody. When was it? It was just last week that the Guinean, they passed their budget. You don't know what Alpha Conde did? Alpha Conde reduced the civil servant salary and reduced the army salary. That's the reason why the special forces took on the army. There was no counter-attack. There was no counter-attack coming from the barrack, because he reduced the men's salary and reduced the civil servant salary and increased his budget and increased the budget of the parliamentarian. And so far the men were afraid now of the Mamadi Doumbouya guy. He had to send the guy. But the guy men were guarding him still. They see Mamadi Doumbouya went to France for training. They see Mamadi Doumbouya came to the United States right here for training. So let's show you some of the training that the Mamadi Doumbouya got to.
La montée en puissance du groupement des forces spéciales vient insuffler une nouvelle dynamique au sein des forces armées guinéennes. Cette unité d'élite a célébré son baptême de feu aux écoles militaires de Mania à travers une manœuvre synthèse dénommée l'enfer sur terre.
Ces hommes ont atteint un niveau de professionnalisme très élevé. Ils pourront faire face à toute menace éventuelle liée aux prises d'otages, opérer derrière les lignes ennemies et se montrer à la hauteur de l'outil stratégique qui est le groupement des forces spéciales.
C'est la coopération entre les partenaires avec le corps diplomatique. Nous sommes les partenaires contre les menaces. Et merci pour cet événement. Merci pour la coopération pour améliorer la situation ici au monde.
Au terme de 3 mois de formation intense avec les experts américains spécialistes des combats urbains, ces combattants du 21e siècle reçoivent leur diplôme. L'organisme préparatoire et emploi des forces s'en réjouit.
Aujourd'hui, nous concluons une manœuvre menée avec les formateurs américains ici présents. L'état-major général se réjouit de la conduite de cette formation et par ma voix, je voudrais remercier nos partenaires, les formateurs, les instructeurs qui se sont déployés jour et nuit pour doter de nos forces spéciales des qualités.
Someone will ask me why you are saying this. The Guinean president never had no right. The man is 80 years old. He was 81 when he somersaulted that he wanted to change the constitutions. That indeed he should go for third time. Amen. Let us be real. If Alpha Conte was going to choose someone and say that this is the person that I strongly believe that I have my support, then Tanade Alpha Conte was going to be one of the well-respected leaders in Africa. But the man left that. The man went for third term, reduced the special forces salary, reduce the civil service salary. Then what do you expect? What do you expect? And the prime minister was not even in the country. The prime minister was not in the country. And then you expect for Mamadi Doumbouya. And the man, that's the man cousin that married to Alpha Conte. The man cousin. The man, I can say sister. The man's sister was the one that married to the Guinean president. The Doumbouya guy, you people see. I will bring you a clip to prove that there were people that died during a gunfire. There were people that died in the gunfire.
D'accord, d'accord. Bonjour à tous, vous êtes sur la page de Gangan TV et comme vous pouvez bien le constater, les choses sérieuses.
La motivation de toute l'armée guinéenne, si j'ose dire, est juste de rassembler les gens et surtout de rassembler tous les Guinéens, car sans rassemblement, nous voyons bien sûr que ça ne va pas. Parce que tout le monde vit de son côté, on diabolise l'autre.
C'est le colonel Dasson, le commandant des forces spéciales de
Vous avez pris les dispositions? Non. Mais attendez, la gendarmerie ne doit pas le travail. Qui est passé par la police? Oui. Non, la gendarmerie.
Sur des instructions.
Les enquêtes commencent maintenant là. Nous, les gendarmes aussi. Toi là. Oui. Non, non, toi, celle qui est derrière là. C'est Ousti. Où sont les infirmiers? C'est Aïmoun Bola dit ça.
Ah, les déchets. Ça va?
Vous êtes prêts? Vous attendez quoi? S'il vous plaît, arrêtez. Seuls les enquêteurs sont habilités. Ne prenez pas de photos. Ça c'est militaire. Voilà. On est prêt pour les gars. Reculez un peu, s'il vous plaît. Reculez, les gars, reculez.
Now, you know, it is a caveat. This is a caveat because the special forces that were trained by the Americans went there to train them. They have seized power. The special forces that were trained by the same American in Mali, they are the ones that have took over. So that is just something for our leaders, for our African leaders to be wise. To be wise. Because and all right. All right. We have Obed here, so he's coming on. Obed, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm sorry, I apologize for coming late. I had a program that I had been to, and I tried to rush home. So I hope I'm not too late.
No, you're not too late. We are good.
Okay.
Obed, we were discussing the issue that happened in Guinea. And we want to know your take on that because you have the military experience. And
Okay.
and so we want to know your advice to our leaders.
Okay.
Our leaders, yet Liberia is no exception. For you to give your pieces of
Right.
experience and advice to our leader before we dive into the security issue.
Well, my advice is not to the leaders, it's to the people. You have to be very careful who you elect, okay, and why you're electing them. The situation in Guinea is similar to what has happened in Liberia for a long time. Alpha Condé ran a total tribal government, so most of the military officials came from his ethnic background.
The Mandinka people.
And the guy who took over, we heard that he took the guy to training. He's a corporal. He was a corporal in the French legionnaire. And then he came, Condé took him and elevated him to, I think, a colonel or lieutenant colonel or something like that.
Yeah, he is a colonel.
And then sent him to advanced training so that he can come by and recruit the Mandinka boys as a security team. So it was the same people who, look, I don't care, look, man, let me tell you something. I don't care. People have conscience. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you are from the same tribe and you make me your chief of staff. I have conscience. Okay? If the Fula people are getting hurt and I have Fula friends, it will bother me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what the brother did is he actually did it out of conscience. Okay? He did not care whether he and Alpha Condé from the same tribe or anything like that. Okay? He was looking at the greater good for the people of Guinea and the Guinea people.
Yeah. And the guy said it today in his interview. He said this is a caveat that the Guinean should not pledge loyalty to one individual but a country.
The country. So the world is changing. The world is changing. So trying to build a tribal army around you, a tribal ironclad to try to control the narrative, it's just not going to work in Africa no more. Africa is changing fast. Okay, and the reason for that is, Abraham, is the internet. Everybody now is like a journalist. Everybody has cell phone. It's not like back in the 80s where, when something happened, nobody know that encouraged the perpetrator to keep doing it. But these days, you cannot do anything and hide. The guy, he's a colonel. He runs the Guinea army. So whatever Alpha Condé are doing, he knows that it's going to affect him. But he's in charge of security. So he had to do something.
No, he was
okay.
He was in charge of the special forces that are indeed resources to protect him, Alpha Condé.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was in charge of the security. And he knew where Alpha Condé went and everything. But sometimes, brother, you got to understand, nationalism come over individualism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the brother went for nationalism. You see what we saw with the Fula and all those people. You know what I'm saying? That has not gone down a lot of Guineans. Has not gone down with a lot of Guineans. All right. So he just decided to do things to stop the anarchy, to cut ahead of it. And he did it in a very responsible manner, because the way he did a coup, okay, I don't even call it a coup.
I call it an overthrow.
It's a respectful civil disturbance. Yeah. What he did was, even when they took Alpha Condé in, he had people asking Alpha Condé, they would do anything to you. They will beat you. They will hurt you.
Yeah.
Because that's changed right there. You know what I'm saying? That's changed because he's doing something in the country that affects almost Guinea got what, 25 million people?
Yeah.
Okay? And his action was affecting everybody. Even my Mandinka people who were not supporting him, technically. Okay? So, I mean, to me, it was an excellent job he did. And I appreciate the fact that it was bloodless. Besides one of the command who got shot because he wanted to be a Rambo. But to me, everything is a lesson. That should be a lesson learned to our West African leader. I don't think it's going to happen in Liberia. Like, I see a lot of people, I know, even though we talk about that, but Joshua was democratically elected. Okay, even though he's filling his government with his tribal people as a form of security around him, but I hope he learned a lesson from Guinea. Because the people who work for Alpha Condé did not come from the outside.
They came from right under
They
his
come from
front.
right within his own ethnic background. Yeah. Okay. So I hope Joel learned his lesson, because he filling his EPS with crew people. So all his security people are around here are crew people. So I hope he learned that lesson, because if you bring people like that close to power, they're going to take you out. It happened to Blaise Compaoré and Thomas Sankara.
Yes.
Okay, bringing your own ethnic people around you, because they know you really well. You know what I'm saying? They understand you really well. Okay, they know that if they take you out, they will still receive support of the ethnic group. So it's a very risky maneuver to think that you fill your government with ethnic people of your kind and you feel protected. You know, so I think it was an excellent job, but he did it for the country. But military coup is such that it's tricky, man.
Look at what the man did. Look at what the man did today. The man told all the ministers to report right 11 o'clock. All the ministers, including the defense minister reported. And the man seized every one of them passports.
Okay.
The man seized every one of them passports and asked them that they should remain in the country, that other than are on traveling ban. So you can tell that that Mamadi Doumbouya guy, they got really having the heart to change. The man said he suspended the constitution, but then all the government and places should be filled with military people.
Okay. So yeah, but that's a military takeover right there. To me, I think he's stretching it way too far. Seizing people's passport. That's 100. But I understand what he's doing, because the constitution is suspended, so that means he has imposed martial law, right? Mm-hmm. Martial law does not mean that nobody can travel. Okay, martial law doesn't mean that you should see people's passport.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the fact that he's seizing people's passport, okay, martial law doesn't mean that there's no freedom of movement. Martial law doesn't mean that there's no freedom of speech. You understand? Mm-hmm. It just means there's a military rule for the day. It just means that we'll not go through the constitution. Everything will go through the military rule. When I say cancel clock, you cancel clock. Okay? When I say report file, you can file clock. It doesn't mean you can move freely. So I have problem with him seizing people's passport and imposing travel restrictions. Okay? Now you cannot impose travel restriction on everybody. You have to impose travel restriction on certain individuals that you know that when they leave, it will still bring trouble to Guinea. Okay, those are the people you put travel restrictions on. But you cannot put travel restriction on everybody, because there are Mandinga people who are ministers too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if he sees he's seizing their passport. So we should. The idea that our country changed the constitution to go for authoritarian was wrong.
Absolutely.
Okay. And when he did that, that's the same thing the guy in Ivory Coast followed.
Yeah.
Because when he did that, nothing came from out of it. ECOWAS did not see anything. So Qatar said, well, I can do this thing too. And it succeeded in Ivory Coast. So it became a trend. So I love why the military got it, because he cut ahead of that. He cut ahead of that. So I know right now the Ivorian government too is thinking twice. Okay, but seizing people's passport and restricting their travels, I think that's wrong.
Okay, let's move to our country, Liberia. You see, Mr. Benedict Cummings, Alexander B. Cummings, visiting Joseph Numa Boakat few days before the picture that was taken. What you make of that discussion that Mr. Benedict Cummings, Alexander B. Cummings, went to Joseph Numa Boakat and to have a tete-a-tete discussion with him? What do you first see?
Deborah, I will tell you that the ANC people are applying a narrative to that photos totally out of fabrication.
Okay.
Okay. When I saw that photo, I called. Okay. I got GMB direct number.
Okay.
I got Mr. Ure direct number.
Okay.
I have people immediately around them, like immediately around the numbers. But I don't call them. I'd rather call the people who read there by them that they travel with. It was one of those events that I called. And the guy said, oh no, Cummins did not hold meeting with the Pape. Cummins arrived because GMB held a meeting with NEC, with the National Election Commission, invited them to a meeting. Okay, it was a Unity Party meeting, but because they are in a collaboration, the Unity Party decided to extend an invitation to the rest of the members so they can't think that there's a clandestine activity going on. So they sent a communication to Ure, they sent a communication to Yomli Kanga, and they sent a communication to Cummins. Cummins, from what I heard, arrived first. Okay, because he lived right around it, not too far from there. And then when he arrived, they escorted him into the vice president office where the meeting was to be held, right? So he was there waiting. And then Yomli Kanga and Ure arrived. Okay? They said the former viper at the back of the house. So when Ure then arrived, you were waiting for everybody. So Ure, and Yomli Kanga walked into the house to join Cummins. So he went and took his debt because at his office. Okay. So what they do show you that right behind Cummins, Yomli Kanga and Ure were sitting right there. They cut that part of the photo off. Okay. So what Cummins did was he pulled his chair close to the vice president table to just chat. Everybody was there. The door was open. So it was not a secret meeting. So when the ANC people took that, they checked off Yomli Kanga and Ure off, and they tried to present the picture as if Joseph Boakai and Kumi were having a meeting. Yeah. The whole thing was a lie. You see, this is what I dislike about ANC. They lie way too much for a political party. Okay, because if it was a secret meeting, who took that photo?
That was going to be my next question.
Okay, so the whole thing was a fabrication. Okay, the first person that posted that poster for was Ben Senvi. And I asked, what was the purpose of the meeting? You see, everybody, they're posting photos, but they're not posting the purpose of the meeting. I call and start to tell people on social media that the purpose of the meeting was because Unity Party called the NEC, and Unity Party decided to invite the other 3 collaborating members. So you see, so if you remember when they post that photo, they did not tell you what the meeting was for. Okay? And they tried to make it like it was a secret meeting. If it was a secret meeting, how you managed to get the photo?
That's correct.
So that's the problem I have with the ANC.
Okay.
And the whole thing was a fabrication. Don't believe it.
Okay. Okay, let me hold you right there and bring out the recording.
Don't make a mistake. And let me tell you something. The whole myth about the man with money are so lie. Yeah? Because the man told me when we went to that meeting to Joe Porter House night before the last, huh? You know, he said he doesn't want to put out any candidate because he doesn't have money. I tried to plead with him to stay. He said, look, Banana, I'm going to work to make some money. I got 2 boats.
That was Ben Ure telling one of the Pekin that supporting Mr. Cummins that the meeting that you are saying that the meeting that now have been confirmed by Mr. Ure that they went to Mr. Joseph Boakai house for a meeting. Now, now what I want to ask you, Mr. Cummins said that he having money. Mr. Alexander B. Cummins boss of money. Do we actually get the full detail about where this man get his money from? The people keep mentioning Coca-Cola. Can we actually get the full detail of where this man earned his richness?
Bro, let me tell you something. If anybody think that money will make you win election, you are already mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, money can help you run campaign, but it doesn't help you make elections.
Because we saw it during the elections.
Whatever Bernard Euro said, he will not lie. Kumi doesn't have money. Abraham, I've said it time and again. Abraham, look, bro, go online. Kumi was a Coca-Cola executive. Go and see Coca-Cola executive salary. You know, here in America, everything is public record, right?
Yes.
Coca-Cola record is public record. Go and see Coca-Cola executive salary. It's not even up to $300,000 a year. Okay?
Wow.
That's go. Like I said, go and see it. So how the Kumi becomes the $100 million person? Okay, the CEO of Coca-Cola gets salary in millions. Coca-Cola executive and managers, they do make nothing. Especially when you are a regional manager in Africa, you know you will not make nothing. You just a manager. It's like becoming manager for Firestone in Liberia. Come on, Abraham. I'll fire the work of Firestone. You will not make anything. They will not pay you like they will pay their white counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
So when Kumi went on our brother's Civil Kind of show, they said give her a ballpark. How much do you have? Those things should be public record.
Yeah.
They are not saying give me your salary or tell your whole salary. They say give us a ballpark. Give us something. Just give us a figure that your income fall into. He can do it because he has put out the narrative that he's a millionaire. So if he give any figure less than that, he'll be a liar. So he refuses. Now, if you check in this country, Abraham, bro, I'm sorry, I've been out for 3 days on a program. Yeah, so I'm tired. Yeah, and Henry Costa was here too, so I met him last night.
Okay.
So from last night to today, we've just been busy. So I just got home, so I'm a little tired. Okay. So if I go out of line, just like I was not ready for it prepared because I was in the car coming with me. So if you check, if you reach 100 million, they put it into the database of the millionaire in this country.
Yes.
Kumi is not listed. If you list the rich Coca-Cola people, Kumi is not listed. These are something you can go to Coca-Cola website and get. This is not something I'm making up.
No, but I know that he is not among the richest in this country. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, he's not. Okay, Kumi is a good manager who worked for Coca-Cola for all those years, and he makes more money. But I'll tell you where Kumi got his money from. Chevron.
Tell me about it.
Kumi represented Ellen Johnson on the Chevron board.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
All that money Kumi got, where he got it from. Right after that 66 Booker concession agreement was signed, and they were talking about ratification, Kumi represented Ellen Johnson Sirleaf on the Chevron board. So when the ANC people say, oh, they made corruption free, I asked them, how about the Chevron board? Because he sat on a board that signed 66 Booker's concession agreement for our resources. He was on that board. That where Kumi got his money from. Secondly, right after he left that Chevron board, Ellen elevated him to the International Bank board, the IB Bank on Broad Street. Kumi became chairman of the International Bank. You know, Ellen Johnson said he had 20% share in our business. He was there to protect any interest.
Wow.
It was from the Chevron board. It was from our International Bank board that Ellen awarded him with the Nation Higher Award. She was prepping him for this day. Okay? So this is why Ellen still supports him to this day, because he holds key secret to Ellen's assets.
Wow.
Okay? This is why Ellen doesn't support Joel anymore. but suppose Kumis. Right? But Kumi is not a millionaire. Let him start lying to himself. And Mr. Euro will not lie. They had that conversation. Okay? We can look. You know when Kumi did his coronavirus assessment, Abraham,
Mm-hmm.
and he went on radio, he said that he will contribute 150,000, and when he contributed, he will call the press, to present it to them. Is he happy?
No.
So why is it 150,000? So you want me to say you're a millionaire? You can't get 150,000? No, you gotta see the game people be playing with people that I be talking about Abraham about it. Say you promise the people. This guy called press conference. He said he had done with a coronavirus assessment. 29 days later, almost a month, we can't hear from Cummings. I took to Facebook. I was counting the days for a millionaire. 29 days, because you were hustling the product. See why he contributed. Oxygen cylinder. How many oxygen cylinder died did not contribute? Dad didn't come to visit America. He was not even here for a week. He carried over something pretty close to 20 oxygen cylinder. Dara Dillon, who's now a millionaire. Kumi the millionaire donated only 3.
Wow.
To each hospital. So he did that part. And then we asked the ANC people, okay, where is the $150 he said he was going to call the press conference to present?
150,000.
Yeah. When I asked them, I said, where is it? They said, oh, he put it in material. I said, no. That's not what he said. He said he had done the assessment. He will supply each of the hospitals. Plus, he will pay 150,000. Why is it 150,000? Brother, if somebody rich, they will not go do their own assessment to get money.
Now, they asked Mr. Kumi, they asked him, what is it that your house, what is it that you don't have a building in your village? Mr. Kumi response to the press was that he is not living there. You think that was a fair statement?
I heard that whole interview when
he is not living there. Yeah.
I heard that interview. For him to believe that, he was born there though.
Yeah.
He was born there.
In Maryland.
In Maryland County. That's why he started his school. So for him to get that remark,
he is not living there.
That's shameful on his part. I listened to the tape. When he went to Maryland to introduce his candidates. And the people believe, Abraham, you say no. The village come from Labrador. You go now. If you go there, your people can always tell you, Abraham, you're not going to put small hole down here, sir. The people will always tell you that.
Yes.
Even if you're not living in a house, they want you to put a house in your village. It's very important. So for Kumi to get that statement, to me that disqualified. This is why I said Kumi is not electable. When I say that, people say I hate him. I said no. The guy got too much. Like we say, he got too much junk in his trunk. He got too much issue on him that if you go to debate, they will murder him with. You know, he got too much unanswered questions. Okay, you cannot be on a Chevron board, then say you're not corrupt. You cannot be on an international bank board on Broad Street, then say you're not corrupt. When the international bank board sign all the Booker's contracts, and what are the Booker contracts to companies?
And you are on that board.
You are on that board. Now, here's the best part. They say he worked with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is not corrupt. And I always ask them, have you checked Coca-Cola history? I got dossiers of Coca-Cola corrupt practices. Okay? From in fact, let me show you one. Let me just, I want to see the, I'm trying to hold it. Let me see. Give me a minute.
Wow.
Coke killers. These are in Colombia. Coke crimes, Colombia. Okay? Coca-Cola was killing people in Colombia. with fake product. Okay? I said I got dossier. And at that time, Kumi was working for Coca-Cola. So my question is, I'm not saying he was involved in all this. I'm not saying he made the decisions to kill all these people. But my question is, what did he do or what did he suggest to tell Coca-Cola, look, we can do this differently? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's involved. You know what I'm saying, Abraham? I'm not saying he's involved. As a Coca-Cola executive, did he ever write a letter to his CEO to say, all the crime or committee, this is how we can solve them? Okay? This is how we can restore Coca-Cola image. Did he write any letter like that? There's no history of that. He got no history or suggesting anything to Coca-Cola when Coca-Cola community. I said I got dossiers. And the only reason why I'm holding on to these things, because we do not know who the chairmanship of the CPP will be yet. You know, that's why people tell me to hold. Okay?
So what is the way forward for the CPP? What the way people are suggesting that Mr. Alexander B. Cummings be the standard bearer of the CPP. What is the way forward?
I will tell you straight off, he will not be.
Why?
He will not be, he will never be, because he's not electable. You see, being a chairman of a standard bearer of a party is one thing, being electable
is another thing.
Every poll they have ever conducted, even in his own CPP executive chat room, Joseph Baka won it. In his executive chat room, okay, Baka won it. So who are those? Because that's the executive chat room. That should be all ANC member in there. Okay, and now they respond, oh, it was doctored. The result was fake. Okay, if the result was fake, what about the one on Spoon TV? The 25 callers, a JB 118. Okay, so that was doctor, right? Okay, how about the one that had OK FM or Kumi himself was in studio? He was being interviewed in studio. Abraham, like you are interviewing me now. And you conduct a poll on me, and I lost it while I'm in studio with you. That's what happened to Kumi OK FM. He was in studio on his own pay program. The only one and 9 callers because they try to promote him, right? So they reduce the sample size to only 9 callers. Thinking that Kumi will still win. He lost. Out of the 9 callers, Baka got 8, he got 1. So what did that tell you statistically? From his own chat room to Spoon TV to OK FM, why his living body is in studio.
But other people on the side of Mr. Kumi, they are saying that Mr. Joseph JMB is a fostered with corruption party. With the United Party under Madam Salif, that he was vice president. And this vice president, the government was so corrupt to that extent that Madam Ellen Joseph Salif even came to apologize that corruption had become the vampire. What do you have to say about that? About Mr. JMB and someone who have not been brought to the public there? Or that Mr. Alexander B. Cummings contested in 2017 election, but he never won no seat.
Abraham.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just came from a program. There's a 3-day program here. I'm very exhausted. But trust me, I can handle this situation even while I've been tired. When it comes to GMB, anybody who asks questions like that, tell them, have you read the Constitution? Ask them, have you read what the Article 50 to 51 say? Okay, what is the role of the vice president? Because if they say Ellen Jones Sally are corrupt, they are not saying
JMB was corrupt.
Thank you. Because it is Ellen Jones Sally government. Now let's read. If anybody come to you with that, as in the role of the vice president, I'm going to read to you.
Okay.
Now, the Constitution invested full power
in the president.
in the president. And then they said the executive power of the Republic of Liberia shall be invested in the president. Executive power in the president, not vice president. Okay? Who shall be the head of state, the head of government, and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. This liberty in power, this is why you see people worship president in our country. Okay? Because the Constitution invited all the executive power in the president, not the vice president. Okay? Now, if you come back here, the Constitution also restricted the vice president. Now, it said there shall be a vice president who shall assist the president in discharge of his function. Okay? Then it said the vice president shall be elected on the same political ticket. Okay? And shall serve the same term as president. Good, right? But here's the restriction. They said the vice president shall be the president of the Senate and preside over a deliberation without the right to vote.
That is exclusion right there.
Okay? Who passed the budget?
The
Senate.
The Senate, the Senate, the executive prepared the budget and sent it to the Senate, and then the Senate passed it.
Thank you. But in the Constitution, let's say they got the budget now at the Senate. They said the vice president, the president of the Senate, he should preside over deliberations without the right to vote. So if Ellen Johnson sent a budget over that she gave Ross 20 million, and the Senate passed it, you going to blame Joseph Boakai?
No. Okay.
Because it said right here, without the right to vote. But it put a caveat, except in the case of a tie vote. So that means the Senate had to vote 50-50. Then the president break it. It would never happen.
Okay. So we have another caller here. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from?
This is Ali Kumar and I'm calling from Maryland. How are you doing today?
Yeah, we're doing good. Obed, you hearing him?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
Let me say hi to Obed. He's been very strong in the Joseph Boakai campaign, and I think he's doing a marvelous job at it. So I just wish him all the success. Look, let me be frank with you. I have made a series of videos. Alexander Cummings is in the front, but he is not the main guy who is trying to be president. And Alexander Cummings has people in the diaspora who have been out of Liberia for over 40, 50 years, some of whom parents led Liberia, some of whose grandparents led Liberia during a 135-year oligarchy rulership. And those generations spent in Liberia comes from these people. Alexander Cummings as an individual did not make up to $80,000 a year. Okay, because I work for a company where I work for a company that has much larger branch than whatever Alexander Cummings did, and my CEO do not make more than $100,000 a year. So we know that Alexander Cummings has never been able to accrue $100 million working for Coca-Cola. I mean, what is Coca-Cola profit? The whole company is worth about $2 billion. If Alexander Cummings alone making $100 million, how about all of the other CEOs? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
we need to stand firm and we need to cut to the chase. We need to speak the truth as it is. Alexander Cummings is people say he grew up in Point 4. Alexander Cummings has no colleague, no classmate, no community dweller that he grew up with in the entire Point 4. Nobody know him in Point 4. Alexander Cummings was born in Maryland County. He has never been able to win one district in Maryland County for any purpose, and nobody know the guy in Maryland County. So what is the point of making a guy president who is totally out of touch with the Liberian people? So let us just continue this fight and let us make it clear. But let me just say this before I leave, because I know you got Obed as your guest. I want to say congratulations
to the national team.
To the people of Guinea. First of all, I'll come to the national team.
Okay.
Congratulations to the people of Guinea, to the military of Guinea. I know there will be some pitfall here and there because they're military people. Remember, military people do not think that me and you, AB and Obed, would attest to that. You know, they're much stronger in terms of their mindset than we do. But it was necessary for them to do what they did, and I think they should go across the region of any oppressors, any government who will come to power and just take the national cake to be owned by him and his associate, and leaving the majority of the Liberian people out. I think those kind of governments should be us. That I don't care who it is. And let me say thanks to the Liberian national team for a job well done. Thank you so much, AB, for having me.
Thank you. Let's take another caller. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
I'm calling from Delaware.
Go ahead. You have in 1 minute, please.
Okay. My name is Fayakanda. Fayakanda, calling from Delaware.
You having your monitor on, so you have to cut off your monitor, or ever I'll cut you off.
Yeah.
I'm saying that you having your monitor on, or else cut your monitor off, or else I'll cut you off. Your monitor on, so you have to. Okay. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Yeah, hello. My name is T. I'm calling from New Jersey.
This is who?
My name is T. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I know you're sure you're running tonight at Banker Promotion because the caller that you
No. My show is for the CPP, but it's not for worker support. Right. It's for the CPP.
When you get your guest, the caller that call you gave him chance. Let me talk because you gave him chance because there is stuff where he.
But I give you a chance. Just go ahead. Right. I'll give you a chance.
First of all, he a liar talking about. Alexander Cummings don't have no classmates that grew up with him. Point for the same thing that you read on that boy show, Gerard Cummings show. He admitted that he grew up with Cummings, and Cummings left to come to the States when they all finished college. You know, this is the thing about Liberia I don't understand, including Obed Obed. He who was in the military is so much knowledgeable of everything, but yet instead, Joe, we are silent, all of them with the knowledge. This man y'all keep talking about, watch out. Whether you like it or not, Alexander Cummings will be the next president of Liberia. Change is coming to that country. And y'all don't want to change. Y'all want to know his classmate, Joseph Parker, you're talking about? He's from Lofa. What did he do in Lofa? Okay. The Lofa vote for him. Why is the Lofa didn't vote for him to win the presidency? Joe, we are wanting. Okay?
No, Lofa voted for him. Lofa voted for him. That is clear.
So send a Lofa to put people in office. Why he not the president of Liberia today?
But Mr. Cummings from Maryland, Maryland never voted for him because he never had one representative from Maryland.
Eddie, whether Maryland didn't vote for him, I'm from Maryland, and at the same time, sometimes maybe he didn't grow up there. My father from Maryland. Have I ever been to Maryland? No. Did I grow up in Maryland? No. Okay? So that it make me less of a Liberian?
Okay.
Thank you. Tell me, you're always saying Maryland will vote for him. Maryland is not Liberia. Okay? My father is from Maryland. I haven't been there. I don't even know how it looks. So that means if I come to Liberia and bringing good things to my country, they must say, oh, Maryland vote for, or she got house there, or he got house there. Man, over, y'all show a good case. And what you said again, another point you made, said the vice president got no vote, that's a lie. The vice president is the head of the Senate. So any bill that was to pass, but I feel like it was not supposed to be implemented, he could afford and said no. He agreed to everything. He missed his chance. And he was so much of a good person. Ellen was coming in front. Alexander Cummings, the new president, change is coming. Like it or not, it's going to happen.
Carter, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Hey, Abby, how you doing? This is calling from Cedar Rapids.
Go ahead.
Listen, man. Abby, I really don't know what happened to we, the Liberians.
What happened to us?
I believe Liberia have spoken. I always say this. Liberia has spoken. Liberians only want Babuakai. The only
Hello?
thing I want the communist people to do. There are other prominent citizens of Liberia who saying that they're going to Monrovia or to Liberia to campaign for Brother Cummins. Obed said correctly, money cannot, let me repeat, money cannot make you win elections in Liberia at a particular time. It's not 1980. It's not 1990. This is 2021. This is technology war. Now we are in. People are seeing. People are hearing. People are doing other things. And if we see, there is no difference between CDC than the ANC.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you very much. Not just call it spade a spade.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kora, what is the name and where are you calling out from? Then from there we'll go to Obe. Kora, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
My name is Sama Dolo. I'm calling from Minnesota. And, you know, I was listening to Obed giving information on some information on Barca and Cummins. Look, let me tell you something, man.
Tell me,
Let me tell you something. Look, you talk about Cummins not winning Maryland and Joseph Burka winning Maryland. But let me tell you, the primary goal in an elections is for you to win, not to lose. Joseph Burka, let's agree that Joseph Burka won Lofa County and lost the election to George Weah miserably. Arizona Cummins lost Maryland and lost the elections. What's the differences in there? All of them failed the goal. Nobody met the objective of the mission. Both of them.
What are coming to you?
Does not have a base, but Joseph Burka have a base. Look, that is absurd. It has no basis.
Okay.
It has no basis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Obed, what you have to say about the coroner that have caused so far? What you have to say about that? My sister get annoyed. She was saying that she was saying that you should not say that because Mr. Ben Nayure said that he was a classmate to Mr. Zinabi Cummins.
Look, we all know. Look, for the young people, maybe. Yeah.
Kora, no. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me address the last caller because he make a point that I want to address. He said the primary focus of an election is to what? To win. No, the primary focus of any election is to be electable.
Okay.
You have to be electable. That means the people must have
the confidence in you.
Check you. You have to have that before you even register to be a candidate. Okay? That's why in America they conduct polls to see what people feel about you. But all I'm saying here is this. This is not a hit of Cummins. Cummins has sat in studio that he paid for his own airtime. And he had a studio called the first 9 callers to see between he and Cummins or Bwaka who they want. He lost it. While he's in studio. I'm not saying that they want to conduct it on Spoon TV where he was not there. Okay? I'm not saying they want to do his executive chairman where he's not there. But this time he was in studio, sitting right there behind the microphone, and he lost in a very bad manner. Okay? So when you look at our statistics, plus the one from executive chairman, in his own executive chairman, why would Cummins want to lose election in his own ANC executive chairman?
That is frustrating.
Yeah. They don't see that. It is not because people hate Cummins, because he is not electable, Abraham. The people do not see that he has a likability with the Liberian people. Okay, for the other lady who said that she had not been to Maryland, so when she wanted to be student, sister, even in America, and you live here, if you're American, you live in another state, you can just move from your other state and then go to vote in another state where you are not been, even if you're born there. They don't know you. The people, the problem for election of African who gets that the people must know you, Abraham.
Yes.
It's very, very important. They must know you. It has nothing to do with money, Abraham. Ain't got nothing to do with money.
Because I saw Kennedy Sunny. Kennedy Sunny, that when you tell that Papa you will be president, the man is giving you money. The man was carrying cow every day to the party headquarters. The man was having the money.
You have to have the electability and the electability, not money. Now, if the people like you and you can see that the people like you and you start to spend the money, that's a plus.
Okay.
So, but you cannot spend money. Let me say one last thing though.
Okay.
One other thing. The lady said Joya, because I think she was speaking out of emotions. She said, "Oh, Joya silent." Joya did not silent me.
Yes, she said that.
I was supposed to go, Abraham. I was supposed to go as commissioner for small arm. I turned that down. Okay. Natana Magay called me that they will make me deputy defense minister when our brother died from defense.
Yeah.
I was supposed to take his place. I declined. Now Natana Magay is my witness. He called me on live Facebook like you talking to me. Why did I decline? Because see, Abraham, the CDC has an institution called CDC USA. Okay? That was the backbone that elected George Weah. Okay? That was the force behind George Weah. I'm talking about sound educated people. That even when Ellen gave her speech, her last State of Nation address, she said the CDC in Liberia, I can deal with, but the CDC in the diaspora, those are the people that we have to watch, and those are people we have to talk to. That's the CDC from the diaspora. That's why George Weah ostracized when he won. Okay? And when he ostracized that, brother, they try to get me. What they try to do is that they try to do divide and conquer rule. Oh, Obed, you're one of the vocal men for us on social media. Okay? You're one of the top politicians. We'll say the small commission. I said, but what about my chairman? The winning chairman? Because everything we did, it came from the CDC executive chat room. Everything it was designed for the CDC USA executive chat room. It didn't come out to all during the first, to all those who are the first soldiers. So if you leave it out the people, the planner, the people who come with a strategy, put it on paper, then the senator pick it open and say, Obed, you do it this way. And it work. Those are not the kind of people you want to lead out of your government. So what they're trying to do, they try to separate me from them to give me position. And Maggie said, my man, they think a revolution can own your own baby. I said, there's nothing a revolution can eat your own baby. Okay? You don't do that. You don't launch a revolution and you know the very people who make you win.
Yeah.
And we told Nathan, okay, you will never win any election in Monrovia. They challenged us. You think that they don't want because the people in Monrovia like it?
Because
that was
of you guys' support.
That was a protest vote.
Yeah.
So CDC. The kids will go, they will get them money, and they will come to some of our inbound, they will show all the money, and will tell them you're eating. That your government money. You're eating free. Now, the second time it happened, it also was a protest vote. Okay? So Joe Weah now understands that the actual people who made him win, those are not the people he got in the government.
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing our lady talking, she's just talking, she's not like, she can't be mean.
Okay.
She will not support ANC, Abraham, and ANC win, and she found that Coup is not going to walk away like I did.
Okay.
Let hold you
there and let take a few quarter. Quarter, what is the name and where are you calling on from?
My name is Darling Wahu. I'm calling from Worcester, Mass.
Go ahead.
Yeah, AB, you see, the issue with Cummins and Boaga is a crazy one. I will address Cummins first. Mr. Alexander Cummins thinks that he can buy his way to the presidency.
Exactly.
Which, of course, is not going to happen. Cummins doesn't have good intention for Liberia. Those guys think Liberia is some elephant meat where you can come from anywhere and just go and cut. If this brother had good intention for Liberia, first of all, he would have started as a representative or as a city mayor or as a senator. work
Thank
to
you.
get to know the people from the grassroots, from the bottom up. But this brother will never want to be a VP. He will never want to be a senator or representative. He just want to be president.
And
that's
where George Mena we are started from?
Give me a chance. Don't interrupt me. Give me a chance, please.
Okay.
So Mr. Kumi, so intention is to loot. Now, Mr. Boakai, I don't know what new is he bringing to the table. Boakai has been in the corridor of politics for the last over 40 years. This man was LEC managing director. He was agriculture minister. He has been all over the place. Nothing new he's bringing to the table besides his old and his last seminar. So let me just strike this key point. When Boakai took over the Senate as its president in 2005, legislature were making not more than 5,000. That was the max salary for each lawmaker at that capital building when Boakai took over in 2005. After 12 years of Boakai reign, when he left in 2017, those people's salary exponentially grew from $5,000 to $15,000. From 5,000 to 15,000, that's 10,000 margin increment. So what will happen if this dollar becomes president? You don't think that salary will hit 100,000 per month or 50,000? Boakai is not bringing anything. Let me say this: people who are Boakai supporters are no different from George Weah supporters in 2017.
Okay, thank you.
Abraham, let me do that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Boakai supporters are no different from Opon supporters. They all have the same.
No, Kora. Go ahead.
Abraham.
Yeah, you on the line. You on the line. You wait. You on the line. You wait. Yeah, Lord, take
people.
Yeah, Obed, respond to that.
People do not know the function of the vice president. So I say, when people bring the kind of thing to Abraham, ask them, have you read the Constitution? Have you read Article 50 or Article 51? Okay. Now, why is he saying that the vice president is responsible for increasing salary? No. The Senate make the salary. They pay themselves. It is in the Constitution that the Senate will pay themselves.
Okay.
So if they write a bill for 15,000 and the Senator Ellen Jones Sali, and Ellen Jones approve and come on the Senate floor, Boakai will stop it. Listen to this. The Constitution said the vice president shall perform such functions as the president shall delegate. So he's not going to do nothing unless the president tells him to do what?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes.
So if the Senate who pay themselves set salaries for themselves, what can the vice president to change that?
Okay. That's quite enough. Let's take another caller. What is the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah. Hey, Brian, it's me again. I just want to make a quick point. Please hear me out. I'm not emotional, but we're having dialogue tonight, okay?
Okay.
I just want to say something, right? Obed, to all we, the Liberians in the diaspora and back home and all over the world, right? That we always compare America. I remember when the election was going on, the Democrats had a different candidate. At the end of the day, they went into caucus, they choose on Joe Biden.
Quite coming to you.
When they go to primary, if whatever was the name, Joseph Boakai saw quote unquote the mighty hour of the country, and he the standard bearer, like Alexander come and say, and he's the standard bearer, he will support him. But then there's the thing I don't understand. At the same time, they say Obed all of them. Is that man Alexander coming so much? It's a weak person. The Liberian people don't know him. He was nothing. He got nothing to offer them. Why they want him to go as a vice president to that man where the whole Liberian people so much want? Okay. You don't think they will tarnish the reputation and he will bring his morale or whatever the Liberian man will call it? He will bring it down. Let Alexander come and go to the primary. Let all of them go. Okay. If the Liberian people say we want boycott, then so be it.
Okay. But thank you. What is the name and where are you calling from?
Hello so much. My name is N.C. Walu and I'm calling from Boston, Mass. Thank you so much, baby.
Yeah, go ahead.
I call to make a singular point. We have to stop this behavior where people in the country believe certain people are entitled to the presidency because they've been residents home all along. Every one of us, including Obed himself, we left that country for greener pasture. If Mr. Cummings comes abroad and he spends some time here, get some leadership skills, if he's trying to transfer that skill back to Liberia, we should not vilify him for going abroad. Because what I'm noticing is, look, Honorable Bwaka is not entitled to the presidency. We have to scrutinize everybody that goes to the presidency. People like Obed, they brought us the likes of President Weah. And this is what we're going through. We cannot risk this anymore. We have to make sure we scrutinize people. Nobody's entitled to them. Not even Mr. Cummings or Mr. Bwaka. They must be scrutinized.
But here is the thing. Here is the thing. Mr. Cummings was here as Coca-Cola executive. The man never think about Liberia until when he is retired.
Okay, listen, I love the point you made. Say he never thought about Liberia. First of all, that's a fallacy. How do you want him to think about Liberia? Do you want him to build roads in Liberia? What does he want to do?
But the man never carry on no project there.
No, maybe you and I are doing things in Liberia.
Okay.
Like he's a private citizen. Listen now, no, don't do that. He's a private citizen. What did you expect him to do? He invested. He helped whatever way he could. Coming to run for the presidency or prerequisite is not first building schools or building hospitals in Liberia. We have to stop this ridiculousness. Okay. A person comes to the fore. My issue is let's gauge them on their merit. Okay, but you don't have to build a school in Liberia to run for president. You have to understand that.
Okay.
Make that.
Thank you. We have so many caller on the line. Thank you. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. First, before going to the ANC issue, the CP issue, I would like to first will be like analyze what he did on the Guineans, saying the man was wrong to seize the passport. I think he was wrong on that because they may have, if those officials have any correctional aspect, you have to hold them until they clear before they leave the country. So you were right to do that. So when it comes to the CP issue, Obi is confusing us. He said coming to on the board with Salif, that made him corrupt. And the same Bwaka was working with Salif.
But Bwaka was not on the board.
Yeah, but Bwaka was vice president. And he was vice president. He next to Salif. So what does Salif do? He knows about it. They communicate. And Cummings were on the board. He was not the chairman of the board, but he worked with Paul on the board. So if they're not working, city government getting paid. And Bwaka to getting paid by the same city government. So people should be corrupt. You cannot say one person is corrupt, one person is not corrupt. Then you're not being fair to Cummings.
Thank you. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Hey, I'm Jerry calling from North Dakota.
Jerry, go ahead.
Okay, so one thing I want to say, right? If people on the line, making good point, you don't have to call them up. Let them make the point.
You're making a point, or you want to tell me why I should run my show?
It's not good, man. Let the people to learn.
Okay. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling on from? Carter, hello?
Yes.
What is the name and where are you calling on from?
I'm calling you from Philadelphia.
Go ahead.
Maybe the first thing these people talking about, Vice President was working with Ellen. Why do you think that Ellen did not support Twitter? That's the first question you ask them. Okay. Number two, this CPP thing they're talking about in Liberia from 2005. The only two political parties in Liberia is CDC and Unity Party.
Okay.
Okay. Those are the only two. I don't care what you can. Even if ANC leave the CPP and Joseph Baker leave the CPP, Unity Party, if any second runner, there'll be Unity Party and CDC.
Thank you. Carter, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Joseph. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to thank all of you guys for. I want to thank all of you guys for the show, for giving.
Carter, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Steven Goto, and I'm calling for Delaware this tonight.
Okay, go ahead.
And let me comment Obed Obed and you this tonight for this brilliant analysis. And let us be clear here, Abi. You see, politics is about
it's about numbers.
It's about number. And that people start, when I see Kumi support continue to say that he's a millionaire. It brings me back to the Georgia scenario that that involved.
That he had it 5 million. Obe will comment on that.
Yeah, they had it 5 million, and we saw how difficult was it. So he began senator in 2014. Again, I said it. People the Amara corner then that the corner and the lobby around the race waiting for Georgia to become senator. He had nothing for himself.
Cora, coming to you.
So the president said we saw him, building homes and with taxpayer money. Like why Kumi don't have a political base. All of the questions have been asked. My brother, you say you worth $1 million. What can you point to? You keep the Liberian 18 months prior to 2017 election. You cannot point to any other thing. And somebody said that they may bring knowledge. Bring what? Kumi is a joker. He's a hustler. He want to use that means to come and siphon the Liberian resources. So gotta be wise. Kumi don't have the number. He very evil and very egoistic.
Thank you.
You have no experience when it comes to governance. Why can't you serve a vice president to get you serve as senator first, but a vice president? You don't want to be vice president. You can bring that into the table here. It doesn't agree with politician also.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's take another caller, then we'll go to Obi. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, AB, I'm Darling calling from Worcester. I just want to strike a quick point. Like I said earlier, Joe Parker supporters are no different from George Weah supporters.
Why?
I say so because those who brought Opon to become president, they didn't do it because they knew Opon was smart or he could be a good president. No. Those are people who know that all by themselves they cannot win the presidency. But they are able to use somebody who is popular, who they can rely on to get to the presidency.
So in short, you are saying that Johnson Baka supported now, they know for the way that the way to get to power is for them to use
Joseph Boaka. They are using his popularity to get to power. Imagine President Benana Ure supporting Boaka. You think Benana Ure supporting Boaka because you know Boaka knows anything better about running a country? No. Benana Ure sole purpose of supporting Boaka is to get to the economy and get hold of the economy and get hold of the presidency. Because Benana Ure all by himself cannot win the presidency. He gave him win Kiri's bread. But he can use somebody to get to the presidency. That's the same way they use Opon in 2017. Opon supporters and Boaka supporters have the same intention, different parties. Thank you.
Thank you. Now take another caller here. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you, AB. My name is Darius. I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Go ahead.
Well, the first thing that is I want to ask the ANC members that sending comments to us to be president in Liberia. My first question to them is, when Kwame was running Coca-Cola, how many Liberians that Kwame employed in running Coca-Cola? How many Liberians that benefited from Coca-Cola? And what did Liberian benefited from Coca-Cola? Number one question. Number two, they sending comments to us. They say Kwame is rich. The same nonsense they did about George Weah. They said George Weah was rich, and up to now, the moment George Weah become president, he start breaking down your houses. He start building new mansions in Liberia. How much Kwame worth you're talking about? If Kwame is rich, why Kwame is not building houses in your hometown? They need to stop doing these things because as the same problem we're going through today is selling Kwame to all his gain when Kwame become president, so he can be breaking down houses and do the same thing George we are doing today in Liberia. The ANC people, they don't mean business. Liberia, we are sick and tired, and one thing they need to understand, Liberia, our eyes are open now, and we will vote Joseph Yuma Boaka come 2023.
Thank you.
We are sick and tired of that thing they're doing in Liberia. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Obed, you are getting all of those scholars. What does that tell you?
Okay. Let me start with the brother who said people like Obed brought George Weah. I didn't bring George Weah. Okay? I just responded to what the people wanted. Abraham, George Weah president is within our lifetime.
Yeah, hold on.
You know, from 2005, George Washington won that election. Did I do that? I was still in the U.S. military at the time. Okay? I was still serving the U.S. military. I was in Iraq at the time. Okay? But yes, when I heard Joe Weah, I started supporting. You know why?
No.
Because Joe Weah did something in our country that any patriot would have done.
What are some of the
He was in
things?
solidarity with his people during the crisis.
Okay.
He did not spend billions of dollars. No. He did not spend, but at least the little visitation he did, Abraham, you heard about those things.
I mean, the man went to go disarm,
Thank you.
our fighters. The man
Thank
told
you.
them, peace. The men were preaching
Okay.
peace.
While playing football, it was true that UNICEF appointing a UNICEF Go ambassador, and he helped negotiate UN peacekeeper to come to Liberia.
Yeah.
You see, Abraham, what people don't understand is that we are all Liberian citizens. We all have right to our country, but we do not have right to the presidency. You see, the presidency is a position of privilege, where people who made the best sacrifices are awarded the presidency for their hard work. For example, the German Alter Kumi, when you ask what Kumi has done, like the last caller that person say, how many Liberian Kumi has employed? That information, how Kumi done that, it could help his presidency.
At least it could help him to
We won't be here talking that.
people on his side.
Because the presidency is a position of privilege for the best of the best Liberians. And the best of the best Liberians is to have national consciousness and to be in solidarity with your people. For example, the German Kumi has not done nothing for the country. And they say, oh, Kumi is a private citizen. You could not do nothing. Well, Lima Bowie is a private citizen. But Lima Bowie challenged the war law with some women wearing white t-shirts to create Monrovia a safe haven. Okay? She challenged Udimo J or the MPFL in Monrovia to make Monrovia a safe haven. She's a private citizen. So in my book, if Lima Bowie wants to run for president, she qualifies. Okay? Like Professor Larry Chopper and his progressives. You can talk all the things about the progressive. But today, we have media. We have freedom of speech because of these people.
Yeah.
He and his former risked their life to create a national consciousness that created multi-party democracy and freedom of speech. Their only fight was our people should be included in their own government. They were not fighting to be president. They were only fighting to make sure that their citizens and the Liberian people be involved into their own government and they should not be ostracized. People in Laratoba should be president.
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk about Chawan Gonglo. He spends years using his law offices, pleading cases for people who do not have money.
In fact, he was a lawyer for Vandela
Patrick's. So that's what we're talking about. But when all this thing was happening, when Lima Bowie were putting women on the street to block the street, to block all the warlock car onto the creation concessions agreement to make Monroe a safe haven, do you know what Kumi was? Kumi was in the 1990s, he wanted to go visit South Africa. Okay? Kumi visited Bill Clinton. He did not do any bidding for Liberia. John Weah visited the UN one time and he asked for peacekeeping force.
Yeah.
Kumi visited Bill Clinton. He did not tell Liberia, he did not talk about peacekeeping for Liberia. Okay? Kumi even visited George W. Bush. He did not do any bidding for Liberia for peace. When it came time to take vacation, he took vacation in South Africa. No, not to refugee camp. Yeah, so for the man who they say is a millionaire, you might think he was stopping Bujumbura refugee camp set to, just to visit the people. I think you should get your money to them. Just to be in solidarity with your country and your people. Those things qualify you for president. Kumi has none of that. And moreover, he is not electable. These are the things, Abraham, that the people looking at, they say Kumi is not electable.
Okay.
But you knew when Joe was electable. You already knew. You could feel it in the atmosphere. So whatever Joe is doing now, Abraham, is not you, it's not me. It's Joe himself. Because he was electable and he received the support from the people. They gave him Begugbe, son of the soil, country giant. They put all these names on him because they felt that he was electable. and the people elected. So whatever job we are doing now, it was not something the people predicted. The judging by the little sacrifice he did for his people and the little solidarity that he will eat for his people, the Wapo Jowa over there. Kumi has none of those characteristics. He just came from Atlanta, you think and Brian went to the president. No, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Now get another caller. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Hi, AB, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Go ahead. You have in 1 minute.
Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the topic. I find it a little scary when we have people such as Obed Obed that comes on to disqualify someone who he is a flip flopper.
The man is not disqualifying. The man is not disqualifying. The man is trying to educate the Liberian people about the true reality on the issues of the two candidates. The man is not trying. The man is not trying to tell us. So don't say that.
Well, you asked me to give my opinion, and that's what I'm giving.
Okay.
Based on my observation, I've heard him over and over on his own personal podcast talking things that are untrue. Okay, he talked about, you guys we're all hypocrites, especially the ones that try to perpetrate for these leaders, right? Let them speak for themselves. Why is it he's here? Why is he not in Liberia?
But people have to speak for them. People that are supported, then have to speak. If Obed is not saying that Joseph Nwabaka is the best, but among the two, he preferred Joseph Nwabaka than the man who said that he cannot be able to take a vice president position, the man who said that he cannot take a senate position. Thank you. Okay. Quarter, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, AB, I continue to stress this point. I want to be on record. Today is the 6th of September. I want to be on record. I continue to say that Joseph Boga supporters and John Weah supporters are the
Thank you. Quarter, what is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Minnesota, Mr. Host. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, let me make a point quick on your show. Yeah, I'm calling from Minnesota. My name is Orlando Jones.
Cora, you wasting time. Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, Cora, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Afonso, calling from Rhode Island.
Go ahead, very quick.
Yeah, you guys are doing a very good disservice to our country. If you want to turn it off, that is okay. You have the right to support a candidate of your choice. But over 1 hour, you take up time without you telling us what your candidate can do, but what this other person, what sort of conversation is that? You guys are doing a very good disservice for our country. That's not right. You got to.
Thank you. Cora, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Yeah, I was making my point and you interrupted me and then.
Yeah, I'm saying that make your point and then.
Yeah, but if you don't interrupt me, you hear my point.
Okay, I'm not interrupting you now. Go ahead.
You hear our point so that you know where we come from. He just sat there and read the Constitution. Where in the Constitution that it said you have to establish a place, you have to go to refugee camp. You stop this because tomorrow, when it's your turn, when people do this to you, don't blow off your hat and try to.
But the Constitution said that the vice president does not have voting right, except when the vote is time.
I'm not talking about the vice president. I'm talking about what he's saying about coming. I am not right now. I'm not even worried about JMU. JMU will fight his own battle. But when you're pleading a case, talk about it. Your candidate, promote your.
No, the two candidates, they are in the race. So I have invited him for him to come and give an expert opinion. Thank you. Cora, what is the name and where are you calling from?
Hey, AB, how you doing, man?
I'm doing quite all right, and you?
Yes, I'm calling from Liberia.
Go ahead.
Yes, I just left from the city about 2 weeks now. I've been in Liberia. But what I wanted to say tonight is I'm from Maryland County. That's my homeland. Coming as myself from the same end. But what I'm looking at here in Liberia, the people do not want Cummings.
Why? Why do you think so?
Yes.
Yeah,
the reason is because they are saying that
Hold
they
on.
don't know
Let
Cummings
me know.
just coming into the politics. And some of them, when you ask them, they will tell you that when the war was fighting, they didn't see Cummings and no contribution he had ever made to Liberia during his days with Coca-Cola. That's some of the things the people will be telling you. Even I visited Maryland a week ago, and I did some
Are you there,
interview with some
Mr.
university
Host?
students and what have you. And they are saying that they don't know Cummings.
Okay.
If they will support
Are you there, Mr.
anybody,
Host?
if they will support anybody, it will be Joseph Boakai.
Okay.
That's the only
Thank
person.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the next thing I wanted to say
Connor, what
is
is no, we don't have time now. Connor, what is the name
okay.
and where are you calling from?
My name is Abel. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My question, my concern regarding Obed Obed. I mean, I know he brought him on your show, and he giving misleading information to the Liberian people. He's saying that Cummings went to South Africa for vacation. Were he part of Cummings delegation that went to
No,
for
you don't need to
vacation?
know. You don't need to know
but
where did
Abby, wait.
Cummings go for vacation. The thing is on the internet. The thing is
Abby,
public.
You should ask me for
Abby,
proof.
listen
You
now.
should ask
Here's
for
your
proof.
platform. But let us be truthful to the Liberian people. They see Obed met Sada in his car after he supported CDC. CDC did not give him a job. He came out and said that he regretted and apologized to Mr. Cummings.
Okay, thank you. Connor, what is your name and where are you calling out from? No, you cannot. You cannot. You either cut your monitor off or I cut you off.
All right.
You said? Connor, you said? Okay. Connor, what is the name and where are you calling out from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Minnesota. My name is Orlando.
Orlando, go ahead.
Yeah. We have to be fair in discussing issue when it comes and broadcast.
Connor, coming to you.
And coming stuff. And a lot of the analysts come with their own analysis. Sometimes the analysis can be biased and faulty.
Okay, thank you.
One of your guests, can you give a chance? You will not do that tonight.
No, but you are saying that my guests, I need to protect my guests. If you are saying that my guest analysis can be faulty,
you gotta respect people's view. It's not.
No, but I'm respecting your view.
I'm not saying anything that disrespecting your guest. Can you allow me to express my view?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're having a public show that you don't want nobody to express the view.
No, go ahead.
And so listen to the analysis. Some people come with their own biases and stuff like that. I saw him giving all of the praises to Joe Weir and why Joe Weir, was qualified.
Connor, what is your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Minnesota.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm being listening to all of you guys, but my point here is.
Connor, what is your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Christian Kaiser calling from Dallas City.
Go ahead.
I just called to make my contribution towards the discussion that's going on.
Make your contribution right now.
Okay, I looking at the Cummings situation and the black JNB in Liberia, who can be the best person to contest against George Weah for now. I think for me it would be JMB. And there are many reasons.
Why do you think it is JMB? Why do you think so?
Look, JMB have been in government for so many years. One, he has the experience. He rose as far as being the vice president of the country for 12 good years. Now, when you are vice president or president, you're just an advisor. You can't do nothing more than what you're supposed to do. Now, those mistakes Ellen made, Joseph Boakai could be the one to go back and revise those mistakes and do the right thing for the people. Cummings is a private person, work in a private entity, do private money activities and other stuff. Our people just from war. They don't have a job. They don't have nothing. You see, when Cummings come there, he will prioritize LEC, he will prioritize this and other things. Now, he will bring job. It's not going to happen like the way you speak from the mouth and other stuff. And we have not reached to the place to prioritize none of this stuff. Your people have to be well equipped with jobs before you can prioritize something around there where they will take their money and pay their bills and other stuff. So George, JMB is the best person if we don't want to carry our country back to where we find ourselves today. All those people you see supporting Cummings, they are the George Weah type of people then who want to just go on the pillar and then start to take our legal resources that we get there. Most of them will not pay their way to go back home and go for it. They sit right in America here and make big mob.
Thank you.
You understand?
Carter, what is your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm James Cordy, and I'm calling you from New Jersey.
Go ahead, Mr. James.
Or I don't understand, Abby. What is so difficult to comprehend here when it comes to Cummings supporter? The numbers are written on the wall, and I just listened to one of your callers who just came from Maryland. He's the son of the South. What is so difficult for people to comprehend here? Cummings is not a commodity that can be sold easily. We that in the diaspora here, we are here, throwing cartoons and surviving on the side. Those are on the ground. They are speaking the reality. If you listen to all of the talk show, all of the opinion poll conducted, those electors, the people that will stand in the queue and vote.
Koda, coming to you.
That human worker is tested, is prepared to change the country. Cummings is Australia, and we cannot trust this country with Australia. Coming from the private sector is different from working in government.
But that's the same thing that the post said about Judy Bryant. They said Judy Bryant was a businessman.
Government and private life are two different things. Joseph Human Worker has served 25 executive years in the governmental cycle, clean without no corruption. He has been tested. He has been proven. The vice presidency is a nominal position. You cannot do any other thing unless you have been dedicated by the function by the president to implement. If not so, you will just be on the Senate. The only way you can participate in anything unless there's a tie. Why is so difficult for Cummings to understand here, my people?
Okay, thank you.
Cummings is not prepared for the presidency. You have to start fooling the young man. You don't have the number.
Thank you. Carter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
Oh, my Angel, and I'm calling.
Are you speaking to your phone or you speaking to the mic? Are you speaking?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you are much more better.
Okay, so the reason why I was calling for I'm a Liberian, right? And I always see, like, when you watch TV, Liberia is so looked at as a bad country. I think it's time for Liberia to take a place around the world so people can see her as a better country. They really need to vote for Barker. Like, honestly, we need somebody to represent Liberia in a dignified way. And Liberia really need to pray and really seek God before they pick a leader. Because we're tired. I'm tired. I'm so tired of my country just being a standstill. It's time for Liberia to rise. And for us to rise, we need to choose Joseph Boakai for the betterness of Liberia. That's
Thank you. Thank you. We'll take 3 more quarter and we'll quarter a day and then we'll go to Obi. Quarter, what is the name and where are you calling her from? Quarter, what is her name and where are you calling her from?
AB, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Sandra Johnson. I just want to say something that if you ask me why I think personally as Joseph Boakai going to win, I can tell you 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, but tell me here now. Tell me here. That one not money will pay. Tell me here.
Okay. AB, our people are going for this thing called presidency.
If you deal with them one-on-one, okay, you can stand behind their back and speak for them. I'm not people that just claim, tell people, I know this person out of their sources. But I dealt with George Weah, I have dealt with Joseph Numa Barkley. When 2017 came about, and we all were monitoring the elections in Joseph Barkley's office, the heat that came in a place, the heat that was in our place, okay, it was so tough to the extent that people were willing to sacrifice their life. Joseph Barker stood up and said, look, he will not even see one human being bloodshed in Liberia for him being president.
Yes, he said that.
Okay?
Hello?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
He will not
Yeah,
see
my
any
name is
human
Johnny.
being.
I'm calling from Grand
Listen, this whole Comey things and Joseph Barker thing, I looked at it just when, Republicans, they thought Donald Trump not going to win the primary. When he won, before he won the primary, he saw the hauling and pulling that was going on in the primary. Okay? Because a strange person entered the party. Okay? This is what happening here now. Because you cannot see the same party going for primary and just insult, just holding insult at each other. The other people saying the other person not qualified. It's like you're fighting for the other party.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, Joseph Barker going to win the election.
Thank you.
Maybe. Joseph Barker going to win the election.
Thank you.
I can show you that. All of them just holding and polling. Just like how Republicans were holding polling and stuff. But because, he was stranger, per se. But Joseph Barker, because he respects human dignity, that he will not allow one human bloodshed in Liberia for his presidency. Joseph Barker is going to win the election.
Thank you. Carter, what is the name and where are you calling from? All right. Obed, go ahead.
Yeah.
You listen to tons of callers. And we must say that we appreciate you taking up your basic time for you to come here to let in the mind of our brothers and sisters that are sitting up top the fence that have not yet met all their decision, which serve for them to support. So, upon hearing the chorus, what is a take?
But please permit me to read something. And whatever I'm going to read here is come from the Constitution. That will answer most of their questions. Okay. It said the vice president shall perform such functions as the president shall delegate. Shall delegate. Which means she can tell him to do something or she cannot tell him to do something.
Yeah.
Shall delegate. Words matter. And then it did not just stop there. The Constitution also added or deemed appropriate. So the president shall delegate, the vice president to do something, or shall not delegate, or if she find it appropriate. This is in the Constitution. Then it said, then listen now. Then it said, provided that no power specifically vested in the president by the provision of the Constitution shall be delegated to the vice president. That's a strong, Article 51. Yeah. No power that the Constitution did not get a vice president can he exercise. And the president shall delegate. Or the president deem it appropriate. So the vice president could not have done anything. Now, when the people say, oh, Joseph Barker sat in the Senate and all the corruption, listen to what it said here. It said the vice president shall be president of the Senate, correct? And he was, and shall preside over deliberation without the right to vote. Okay? Unless there is a tie vote. Now, ask your listening audience who says Joseph Barker corrupt. As per the Constitution, did any vote happen under Joseph Barker where he broke tie in favor of Eddie Salif? Let him list that vote. What I'm trying to say, maybe I'm going too fast. When the budget came, and they voted upon Honor Elijah Salim,
Mm-hmm.
were there any vote that was 50-50, and Joseph Boakai came and broke the tie vote in favor
Of Ellen
of
Johnson
Elijah Salim?
that never happened.
There's no record of that. There's no record of that. And the president shall delegate or deem appropriate, and no power that the Constitution did not give the vice president, or no power invested in the president shall be given to the vice president.
But even the same constitution says that when they're having cabinet meeting, the foreign minister is the day of the cabinet.
I said,
Instead of-
I don't want to read that. Yeah, look, the people that when it comes to the work of the oral statement of Vice President Joseph Boakai, I always tell people, have you read the Constitution? And I did not just do it in such a way that, oh, go read the Constitution. I gave them the chapters, make it easier for them, hoping that they will read with understanding. When you are a vice president, you only work when the president decides that you work.
Yeah.
If the president passing bill, if the president deem it appropriate, the president asks for opinion. The president does not have to ask you. We all know that under Elijah Salim, Joseph Boakai had no say so. To the point that he said to the Liberian people, I was a car parked in the garage. Meaning he was not given the opportunity to input into some of the decisions Ellen Johnson was making, because the woman who hold the Constitution said, I am the president. You do not have a power that the Constitution did not give you. So I make all the decisions. So when people say these kind of things, when I come here for a real discussion, not even a debate discussion, I will hope that the people understand the very Constitution that empower the president or the vice president. I already hope that. Okay. So what else that people say? Okay, there's a brother who's supposed to he visited Maryland. I mean, there's somebody who left Liberia and visited Maryland, Abraham. The man is saying on your show that the people in Maryland say they not know Cummins.
They play the man from.
They play the man from. Now, if that doesn't scare the ANC people, I don't know what may. I don't know what may. That just did it for me. Now, one of the illusion they have is that Cummins will bring investors. My question is, Cummins has left Coca-Cola. How many investors has he brought to Labrador? I'm not saying he should bring it for government, Abraham, for himself. I heard that the Coca-Cola in Morrissey Farm, Coca-Cola factory, is about to be taken over by Lebanese businessmen.
But the Coca-Cola is in Liberia. They turn down their staff. They reduce their staff capacity to just a minimum. So are you telling me that Mr. Cummins?
So if you're telling me that a Cummins is a Coca-Cola millionaire, why would he want to sit there when he has the better chance of taking care of Coca-Cola in Morrissey Farm? Because he calls himself a Coca-Cola executive.
Yeah.
So if he bid for the contract, they will give it to him. That key Liberia employee, right? But he did not do that. Then they keep saying, Cummins will bring investors. How many investors has Cummins brought? For his own company. For a man who is a millionaire, just even have a water bear company to compete with Coca-Cola. Something similar that Ami Modar has. He doesn't even have a juice company. This man said he worked in Coca-Cola and he has all the inner working of Coca-Cola, but he did not even use some of the strategies to create his own company to hire Liberians. And he's telling people the only time I will do that when I become president. You believe that, Abraham? No, I don't believe that. Now, for the next guy, I'm trying to go far because I know you have a lot of callers. For the next guy, I want to turn this camera around. I don't know how to do it. This is my first time on this platform. I want to turn the camera around. I want to show my friend who said how I know that Cummins went to South Africa.
Okay.
I don't know how do I turn the camera around? Can I turn it around?
Yeah, you can turn it around. You can just tap the arrow there and then the back, and then it will show you how to do it.
But can you see it?
Yeah, I seen it.
This is Kumi in South Africa in 1990. Here and what?
I mean, bring it up a little bit. No. Yes, yeah. Carry up.
So
Okay. No. You bring it down. Carry up. Okay. No, you. Okay. Yeah. Very good.
do you see it now, Abraham?
Yes.
Is that not Nelson Mandela Kumi is standing with?
Yes. That's Nelson Mandela right there.
Okay, and is that not the same wife you saw with him, Monrovia?
Yeah, that's the same wife.
This photo was taken in 1990. At the time when the Liberian people then were fighting for somebody to talk on their behalf, this man visited Nelson Mandela. You know, Liberia played a pivotal role in Nelson Mandela release. Nelson Mandela came to Liberia, that player he used to be. He lives in Liberia. So had they met talk to Nelson Mandela or peacekeeping force, at least South Africa could have sent a peacekeeping force, something like that. Even if South Africa did not send it, at least if we were to hear a rumor like that, I could appreciate it. Kumis.
Okay, now hold you right there. We have a caller here who called me on my number. Caller, what is the name and where are you calling her from?
Yes, Nazi, this is Prince Sharif. How are you, sir?
Prince Sharif, go ahead.
Yeah, am I live on the show?
Okay. Allow me to call you after the show.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Obed.
Yeah, Abraham, let me see another one. I'm going to show you another picture.
Okay.
When I said he visited Bill Clinton in the same year while our war was going on, I want you to take a look.
Yeah.
Hello, Abraham?
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes, we've seen it.
This is and I wife there.
Yeah, that is same wife there. That was with Nelson Mandela.
Good. They visited Bill Clinton when he was president of the United States. At the time of war was going on. He did not do any bidding on behalf of Liberia. He emailed Liberia. I don't even think the guy thought he was a Liberian.
I don't think so.
Okay? I don't even think he thought he was a Liberian. Okay? Because at that critical time, and you meeting people like that, you should at least talk about Liberia. But you see, he all smile. Look, there's 1990. In the 90s, he's all smiling.
Yeah.
But now that he are retired, he think Liberia elephant meat can call it own. So here, American wife can run back to America to enjoy it. And yet being sarcastic now. But he's not qualified more. But if anybody says something, man, the Constitution restricted the vice president. I mean, you how you will be president and senate, but you do not have the right to vote. Come on. Unless there's a tie vote. Definitely there will be no tie vote. And there's no history that there was a tie vote and the vice president voted in favor of Ellen Johnson. There's no record like that. So people are just talking out of their emotions. They want us to see Kumi's things. They say Kumi will bring jobs. Now, there was a fellow on your show who asked, how many jobs did Kumi give the Yeah. In fact, while you were Akowokala, how many Labrador did he even hire?
That's the thing.
You see that? But they want to make you believe, Abraham, come here on your show to yell at you, hold your phone and tell you that Kumi will bring jobs. But even now being retired, he has not brought jobs. But they're waiting for him to be president first to bring jobs. At the time, he got all the EPs around here now. Nobody can reach to him now to ask a question. By the time he will bring jobs.
Let's take one more quarter and then we'll quarter at night. Quarter, what is your name and where are you calling from? Let me. No. Quarter, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Of course. I'm calling from Kentucky.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I listened to my senior brother over there. This is thing that we are trying to I can say a lot of us here, we're trying to divide the CPP. And I'm gonna tell Obi that tonight. If we really want to beat George Weah come 2023, we have to stick together. We
Yeah,
cannot watch.
but Obed is not saying that the city should be divided. Obed is making a clear decision between the two candidates, between Joseph Numa Boakat and Alexander B. Cummings. He is saying that Alexander B. Cummings is not electable, and that is a fact.
No, can you please give me a chance? Let me speak. Because it's not my first time being following Obed. I've been following a lot. Everything about him, Cummings, is not good. He's always go after the gentleman. And I mean, like I said again. So,
Connor, I'm sorry, but I need to cut you off because Obed have not said nothing that is off the book.
If you want to cut me off, that's fine. I can leave.
Obed have not said nothing that off the book. The man said that the man visited South Africa during the time that Liberia was in a heated war. The man is not electable.
Can you allow me to speak, please?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I mean, what I'm trying to say there is that because he the same all these guys, they are the same people that brought Joshua today. Today they are going against Joshua. We're not playing that game. We're not going to play the game with the Liberian people. So if Obi will sit here and say something that he not want to blame Joseph Boakat, Obed Boakat was vice president of Mali for 12 years, and so he made the garage sleeping. Now he think that Liberian people should get a chance. That's not going to work. Okay. So Obi just wasting that time. It's not going to work. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
That was our last caller. Obed, yeah. You hear the caller? The caller said that JMB was VP for 12 years. It seems to be that the brother is not understanding the constitutions.
Abraham, trust me. The Constitution of Liberia is the most powerful tools. It doesn't lie. Okay? That Constitution put every government positions, both the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch into Zialetule. It split their job. Everybody had their own function. And even when it went into the executive branch, it split the function of the president and the vice president. Okay? Now, but I just want to tell all the callers and the listeners, I appreciate their calls and their criticism, but my concern is Kumi is not electable. He's not electable. And two, to become a presidential candidate, you must first be likable by the people. Okay? When the people like you, at least you can conclude that you are electable. But everywhere around Cummings, the people don't like him. See the brother that from Maryland telling you, would you know him? You see, how Cummings carry Ali a high school over there with his millions. Ali built a government toilet with his millions. Or even renovated the government school that got burned down with his millions. Cummings could have been known. But Kumi is not electable, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And I want to believe, Abraham, those who are doing this, pushing Kumis, I think they are CDC supporters. Because they know that Kumi versus Joria will win.
It's a round for Georgie.
So they are pushing this guy to be the... Imagine citizens supporting the Kumi people. Does that make you laugh?
That make me laugh.
The citizens, look at me, the Adida Katamba, pleading for Kumis to be. Adida Katamba, citizen more peace. But he pretend like he's neutral. I said, look at him. He pleading for Kumis to leave because they know it will be an easy right. Yeah, we have done some things that the people don't like, but when it comes between him and Kumis, they will say, at least we have high experience.
The man will web Kumi. That one it left when the race is between Cummings and Josh Mann, we will walk away with that.
So when people think I do not hate Cummings. I have studied Cummings. There's nothing about him that makes him electable, Abraham. You yourself was in the studio, I can see it. Ain't got nothing to do with him. Ain't got nothing to do with it. When Darrell Dillon was running in Mosurada for the first time, we thought that he's not electable. when he wanted to do Sherry, Senator Joe Sherry, because Senator Joe Sherry was a popular person that was known. But that did not stop in there. When Joe Sherry died, he was the next person they were looking at. So when I look at that, I said, they don't win against Brother Sisi. Brother Sisi is a very good friend of mine. And if you know her, ask her. I call her, I said, you will lose. I said, I don't care how many money you spend. Election is not about money. The money is just a plus. You first have to be electable and electable. Right now, Dardina is electable, so he will win. She didn't believe it, and he won. It's the same thing I'm doing with the old man. The old man has spent 25 years in the public sector.
But people say 40 years.
No. The people saying 40 years, they are saying, look at your man Stonebrush. He said every year they get Joseph Boakai $3 million, 300 million. No, he said 3 million every year. And out of that 3 million, the vice president took 70% out for himself. He invited me to a show, Abraham. I wanted to leave, but see, I don't know how to deal with to people. First of all, he could not tell me where the 3 million came from. There's no financial record, either from FANA, Central Bank, or the LACC, that states that a 3 million budget was sent to the vice president's office. And moreover, when he said budget, he's thinking money. No, budget is an itemization of expenditures. It's not physical cash. That's why he doesn't understand. That's why I wanted to walk away. But because he's our good friend, he always got bum share. So I don't know where he can get a bum share then from. So I just decided to hang in there. Okay? So when he said the metro 300 million, 70%. So if you get 3 million, Abraham, and you take 70%, 70% 3 million, you only got 30% left. That's 2.5 million. So out of 3 million, so he's telling me to tell me the old man take 2.5 million out of the 3 million, so that only 500,000 left to do the government job with. You see, these are the kind of argument the ANC people present that make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing they say the man worked 40 years. But we ask them, okay, let's the ministry he works at and the year he spent at each. Let's see if they equal to 40 years. They can't do that. Okay? They can't do that. The man worked 25 years. There is record of it.
Yeah, I know.
How
I know
many
that.
years
I know that the man worked 25 years. Yeah.
Okay? Now, if Kumi were going to the Coca-Cola, let's say Joseph Boakai going to Coca-Cola to take Kumi's place, I won't vote for Joseph Boakai for that. I'd rather vote for Kumi's because Kumi has the experience.
Yeah.
Because you see, what people don't understand that the public sector and private are two different entities. The private sector, you sell goods to make money. There's a product to sell. There's a shiny object that you have to wait from the customers for them to buy and you make profit.
But
the public sector.
That's the same thing that the people said about Julie Brown. You remember? Well, people said
Yeah,
Julie Brown
they say he was a businessman. He understands economy and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the city, they say about Papi Samapi Jackson. They say, oh, he's an economist, he's a businessman, and they give him 90,000 a total gas station. Within 6 months, the gas station better. Look, it is not the money. The experience matters. Samapi Jackson got no experience selling gas. So how you go get what to the gas station?
All right.
He's an economist true, but he had no experience in petroleum. So how you want to make somebody no? If our Musa Bidete are going to send out, going to succeed because I can guarantee the man understand petroleum. But not some people just. That's what they're trying to do with Kumis. Kumis, you understand the prices are fine, but you come into the public setting at the gas station. You not sell gas before. You need people who sell the gas. Then you will not break down the Samapi Jackson in 6 months. Experience matters. And when I look at the whole thing, Abraham, I say the honorary statesman of our president has the experience. Well, he might not have been perfect in the beginning, but the fact that he said that his government squanders opportunity, that he knows where the opportunity came from, and he can talk to those people to bring back the opportunity so they can use it for the purpose for which it was intended, I think it's a war giving him the shot because he's presenting something. He was there, he saw the whole damage control. He said, I can fix this. Then they said, oh, Kumi can fix it. Kumi will bring job, but he has not brought job. Kumi will bring investors, but he has not brought investors.
Mr. Adolphus and Khan, he is saying that he wants to debate with you, that I should schedule a debate, between you and him. It's like he is a common supporter, so he want to schedule a debate. But I will talk to you guys after year.
Ask him what he wants to debate about.
Okay, yeah, I will ask him, and after year we'll talk about that.
And then let me know. Or we can set it up right here live, right?
Okay.
I do the all day every day. It's just that, like I said, I keep for out 3 days back.
I understand.
I think when you say Henry Costa was in town, right?
Yeah.
I met him last night at the program. So, and the program continued today with a cookout and everything. So, everybody's there. I
clearly understand. Let me tell you, thank you for picking up the call for you to come on the show and giving your expert opinion. With now, we can clearly must say that from your expertise and from your knowledge that you have shared with this platform, that Joseph Mboka is electable, and he come 2023, he will be the next president. So thank you very much, and I wish you all of the best. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you. Thank you to the readers and the listening audience.
Okay.
Bye.
So that was Obed Obed, and thank you all, and see you for now. But let us play.
I want Liberian Rooster, one of four players. I want Liberian Rooster, got one of four players.
Mr. Kiatama, Mr. Adolphus M. Kia, I am sending you a text right now, and please respond to my text. Please respond to my text. I'm sending you a text right now.
I want Liberian people, we choose success. Our Liberian people, we choose success. Wherever you play, wherever you go, the Liberian people, we choose victory, victory, victory.
Mr. Adolphus, I just sent you a text. Please give me a call, or please drop me your number, and I just sent you a friend request. Please make sure that you approve my friend request. I'm called Unze Abraham. Let us go ahead. My platform is, we are on 3 different platforms. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, and we are on Twitter. So that is 3 major platforms that we are on. You can go there and you can clearly get us there, clear and loud. So what must I do? Let me salute all of my fans, all of my followers. Let me salute you. Bye bye for now.